I slept with my daughter's ex-boyfriend. He got me pregnant and I had an abortion. They got back together and got married. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the video. This was back in, let me think, maybe 1997? I was 38 and my daughter was 18. And she was dating Harry, who was 24. I was an alcoholic and dabbled in other drugs, mostly cocaine. I was not a good person, let alone mother. Not like I was abusive to my daughter or anything, but I was generally inattentive and cared more about my alcohol and drugs than her, especially in her teen years. I am 14 years sober now. I disapproved of my daughter dating Harry, but I never told her why. He would flirt with me, constantly, and the age difference also creeped me out. Also, he was an alcoholic and drug user, just like me. She broke up with him over his alcoholism. Soon after she moved away, not too far, but regardless she didn't live with me anymore. Harry kept calling me and asking if we wanted to get drinks. I turned him down, but then one day he said he had a bunch of coke and I couldn't resist. He came over, we did the coke, and we ended up having sex. He was a very good looking guy. He looked a lot like that ridiculous 80s Justin Bieber picture that was on the front page today. That is actually what made me think about him. For the next few months, maybe like 3-4 months, he would sometimes come over and we would have sex and do drugs and get drunk together. Any drug addict knows what that is like to have a drug addict buddy in that way. Then I got pregnant. I knew it was by him. I had sex without a condom a few times stupidly. I never told him I was pregnant, and I went and got the abortion and kept it a secret. Anyways, I stopped seeing him after that. It was too weird. I also got sober for like 4 months before relapsing. Fast forward 2 years and my daughter contacts me and tells me that she got back with Harry and that he is fully sober. I was mortified, honestly. He was gonna tell her that we slept together and she is going to hate me for life. They came over one day and said hi, and when my daughter was gone, Harry told me that there is no reason to tell her about what happened. I agreed. It's been 16 years of marriage on their part. They have a kid together. Harry got cancer, then beat it. I got sober. That's basically it. I don't see them very often. They live in Texas and I live on the East Coast. But whenever I do, there is always that tension between me and Harry. It's literally the first thing that comes to either of our minds. I can just tell. Not like actual tension, like why did we have to do that? What the frick is wrong with us? Kind of tension. I think about this often. Especially when I see my grandson. I always think that could have been my son if things had gone differently. But, wow, what a disaster that would have been if I decided to keep that child. And this is the reason I come here. Goddamn. For real. That's crazy. Firstly, what the frick? Secondly, what the frick? Thirdly, this is why I'm on this subreddit. Now this is a confession. I'm so sick of the confessions about sneaking cookies in the closet or farting on my girlfriend's back when she sleeps. Freaking your kid's partner and getting their abortion. Wow. Sometimes, I like to do nice things for my BF girlfriend while they are working. I'm tired of those. I'm trying to see some juicy that makes me audibly damn. They were banned, but mods still let them continue. When you point it out in a positive post you get downvoted. Neglect equals abusive. What are you? Female Bojack. Bojack Horseman fans. Doggy what now? There's a lot of detail in this confession and it's getting linked to other subs. I really hope that detail is dumb or you're about to get found out. Oh my. I really hope she changed the year, location, and names. Damn. OP at least used a throwaway. I thought the exact same thing. Hope this doesn't blow up. Damn. Your daughter is living a massive lie and doesn't even know it. That's fricked. I know, right? Poor girl would be mortified if she knew. I want her to find out, not gonna lie. Don't pretend none of you want her to either. Popcorn. Jesus. What a story. Thanks for sharing. Say 10 Hail Marys and all is forgiven. Thanks Father Queef. Tough, but fair. You forgot about the required monetary donation. Holy it OP. Now that is a confession. Harry shouldn't have gotten back together with your daughter. He could have left the whole situation alone. I agree. It's a pretty AOL thing to do to frick your ex's mum and then get back with that said ex. It's equally an asshole move to frick your daughter's ex. The mother and Harry don't deserve the daughter or her kid. Horrible humans if you ask me. This will all come out sometime and they will get what they deserve. Like never seeing their kids, grandkid. But she was on drugs, it's not her fault. This is the aesthetic I want for this sub. This is the that has me unable to trust a single soul. 16 years of marriage and he hasn't told her. She's living in a sham, happy or not it's fake, and that's my biggest freaking fear. Worth the read. I think people generally need a solid 30-35 years of life behind them to generate truly debaucherous, and hence interesting, confessions. This is some grade A hillbilly it. This was wild from the first sentence. Glad I read. 10 out of 10. Would recommend to a friend. I feel bad for your daughter, honestly. I know what she isn't aware of can't hurt her, but the very possibility that this truth can get her to be devastated to a point of severe depression is what's bothering me, especially now that it's been so many years and they have a child together. It's easy for me to say, but if I were you, I'd have probably confessed to her about my time with her boyfriend right when she'd tell me about her patch up. As a parent, you could have tried to ditch your fear of judgment from her or the fear of acquiring her hatred, and instead given her the opportunity to make a choice and choose a relationship where she wouldn't be living oblivious to dirty secrets all her life. I agree. That would have been a great time to fess up. When you see them, try to live in the moment and not concentrate on the past. It's behind you. When living the life of partying we all do. Did things we regret, really regretful things, but we have to accept that was all part of the addiction or lifestyle. Hold our heads up and move on. Congrats on your sobriety. This is great advice and needs to be highlighted. Yeah, honestly this is just a story about people who fricked up and then decided to get their lives together. It's actually pretty uplifting and everyone saying oh my god this is so crazy, juicy is a bit ridiculous. For sure, the best advice is continue moving on with your life. Don't make a dumb mistake like having a come to Jesus moment and ruining 16 years of marriage and a kid's life just because you need to tell your daughter.